Hey guys, Tanya Clarke-Marinelli here, and welcome to the Mindset Makeover free webinar training every Thursday morning, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm so excited y'all are here. I'm just going to make a couple of announcements while we wait for everyone to pop on the line. In the chat bar on the side, that is where you guys can enter any of your questions. Okay, maybe you have a question on a slide that I'm presenting to you today. Maybe you have a question that pertains to your coaching personally. Whatever it is, pop it in. I'll answer you guys today. And I'm just going to check here. So there's a few of you guys on the line already, and that's great. Now, if you guys are watching this via the YouTube stream, because I know that there's quite a few of you guys who do that, it's great because you can still watch the live interaction happening. But if you guys want to interact and ask your own questions, hop on over to my Facebook page, Tanya Clarke with an E -Marinelli, and you guys can also participate in the chat that happens during the webinar. Now, today was a pretty awesome day so far. It is my baby's, my last born, his 10th birthday today, July 7th. My birthday is happening on July 10th. Really excited about that as well. And I love this. I love my birthday because I get to celebrate my baby's birthday, and he was born, just 3 days before my birthday. So that was like the best birthday present that one could get. And I remember the day that we brought him home from the hospital, it was on July 9th, and we had more than a house full. Our house was packed. Our backyard was packed. It was just such a celebration that I'll never forget. And not only that, I got a lot of yummy presents that day. Not only my child, but I also got like my favorite coffees and my favorite treats. And I remember there's a friend of a friend who's pregnant, and she's actually due on my birthday, Sunday, July 10th. And I said to her, the best present, the best gift that I ever got after having my children was my stepmom made me like 2 weeks of meals. So for the next 2 weeks after I had my babies, getting messages for happy birthdays from my boy, I didn't have to cook a meal. They were all cooked. They were all done for me. It was amazing. That was my favorite. And yeah, so that's a great idea. If you guys have anybody who's having a baby in your life, creating meals for them is a brilliant idea because you're exhausted after you have a baby. Anyways. So I'm wishing my little man a happy birthday. After this webinar, I'm going to go celebrate with him and my other 2 children. And today, for the next hour, I am yours, okay? We're going to be talking about some amazing things today. Some extremely simple yet powerful rituals and tools. And I'm going to be supplying you guys with a ton of information all about things that you can begin to implement in your life today that successful people making 6 figures do on a daily basis, okay? Now, before I get started, this book, The War of Art, I'm giving this book away again today. I gave this book away last week. Mr. Jamie got this book. I messaged him yesterday and said, got a little late in the mail. I've been a little busy. But that is in the mail, Mr. Jamie. It is off to you. So I'm going to give somebody who's attending the webinar today an opportunity to win this book. This book is The War of Art, okay? It's probably the best book, and until I find a better book than Mr. Stephen Pressfield's book on how to break through your inner blocks, your resistance, ego, and start, moving toward the life that you want to experience today, this is the book that I'm going to give away, okay? I've settled on that. I've given quite a few different books away, but I've decided that this is the book that is going to be given away until I find a better one. And now back to my birthday. In celebration of my birthday, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually decided to extend my program from 5 months to 6 months, okay? Because I noticed that people require a little extra support at the end of our program together. So I've extended it, but the price has gone up, okay? And the reason why the price has gone up is because so many people are experiencing success from this course, and I want to, I'm going to celebrate that. I'm going to celebrate that. And throughout today's webinar, you're going to hear some success stories from some beautiful, amazing women, business entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs who are making breakthroughs and making an impact not only in their life, but honoring their want and desire to make impacts in other people's lives. Okay. So the price is going to stay the same until the end of the month. And after that, August 1st, the price goes up a little bit. So if you want to get in this program, now's the time to do it. All right. And if you're on the fence, you need to book that call and find out whether or not this program is for you. All right. I love you guys all. I want to see you succeed. You guys show up every single week, participate every single week. So let's make this happen for you guys. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and open you guys up. I'm going to ask you some questions. So pay attention throughout the webinar. I always give you a little quiz at the end of the webinar. And whoever can answer those questions and who's been taking notes and making things happen throughout the webinar, you guys are going to get this book. I'll mail it directly to your door. Now, I'm just going to check how many of y'all are on the line. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So just so I know, can you guys pop your name into the chat bar and let me know where you're from? Where you guys calling from? Where you guys logging in from? I want to see who's all here and make sure that the chat box is working. Please and thank you. And I want to welcome you. While I take a sip of my coffee, Monica, I love you. You always show up. Good for you. Monica, Monica, Monica. Who else is here? I see y'all on the line. I know I'm Canadian. I don't know why I talk like that. Okay, so I know that the chat bar is working. Thank you, Monica. Everybody else who's here, pop in there. And if it's not working, Zafia, woohoo, you made it. Love it. Oh, Monica, you came to the 10 a.m. radio show. Good for you. I think Zafia did as well. Morgan, good morning. Just got off the radio show too. You guys are amazing. You guys are definitely utilizing every ounce of information out there. Good for you guys. Wasn't it a wonderful show this morning? She had so many great tips. It was amazing. I told her at the end, I'm like, I gotta listen to that show. And can I get your freebies, please? Because I have a few products that I'm interested in that, I have product-based businesses as well, a product-based business as well. And can I get some of that information? So, okay, thanks for coming here. Let me jump right into the presentation because we got some wonderful things to share with you guys, okay? Zafia listened as well. Woohoo! Celebrating you guys. I'm so celebrating you guys. As soon as I hop onto this webinar and the radio show, I can feel my energy just like rise. And it's definitely confirmation that I'm doing what it is I'm supposed to be doing because I am so excited and pumped every single week to do these webinars and radio shows. So I'm celebrating each and every one of you guys and just letting you know, I'm freaking honored that you guys show up, okay? So if you can't get on the chat box, I also have my text and my messenger open if you guys want to ask questions there. Now, welcome to the free money mindset makeover webinar training every single week, you guys. But today we're going to find out secrets for successful entrepreneurs. We're going to discover inner and outer secrets 6-figure business owners have in place that allows for growth, expansion, and freedom. Now, I share with you guys this every week. Look at the picture I found. That was taken a few years ago, the very first radio or TV interview that I had. But my program has been featured on many local TV and radio stations, the Empowering Kids program, as well as the Invest in Yourself program. This, and I told you guys every week, I'm keeping this up for a little while until I get a new picture, but I love these people. This is a field trip that I hosted for St. Aidan's Christian School. There I am with these beautiful, beautiful kids. And there is my forest school teacher, Tracy McDowell. I couldn't run this program without her. And this is the Empowering Kids program. Okay, basically everything that you guys get that's based around mindset and empowerment and belief that you can be and do anything you guys want, these kids get to learn it at an early age and grow up believing that. All right. All I know is that if it was back in the day when I was a kid, holy crap, would my life be different. So that is my intention and my desire, and my dharma is to give back to youth. So that's what I'm doing. There are 2 weeks. Week 2 is full. Week 1, we're still accepting registrations. Sage Hill Stables, guys, most beautiful place to host a nature camp. You guys can get your kids enrolled Monday to Friday there. If you want to enroll your kids today, empoweringkidsprogram.com. We're also opening an Empowering Kids Learning Center September 2017. That is a school, and if you guys find that your kids don't fit within the 4 walls in the school, this program is for your kids. We'll be hosting homeschooling programs as well. Of course, you guys all know homeschooling and unschooling is very near and dear to me, so I'm going to make that available to many other homeschooling families as well. I'm also the creator of the Invest in Yourself online program. Shift your money mindset to create the freedom that you guys deserve today. And why? Because for me, money is a tool. I'm going to get into that right away. Now, today, this is Layla. Layla, business strategist. We had her on today. Every Thursday morning, 10 a.m., guys, I interview someone that is going to provide you tools and information, different ways to work at home, be closer to your loved ones. Something's going to resonate with you. Get a ton of free information. You guys are also available. There's a phone number that you guys can call in and ask your questions. When this guy comes on, you guys call in, you ask your questions. This guy is Dan King. Empowering you and your children. We host a monthly Soulgasm edition. This guy is brilliant. He's real. He's raw. He drops F-bombs, but man, is he point on. He's a conduit. So if you guys have any questions about your, you know what? There's a few of you guys on the webinar right now. He's going to be on in the next 2 weeks. You guys can call in and ask your questions for free. This guy's not cheap. Trust me. I pay him when I use him, but he's point on. So you guys are going to want to take advantage of that. And it's free when you get to call in and ask your questions. Now, I also do a few signature talks. Overcoming negative self-talk. Secrets every successful woman needs to know. This is a powerful 1-hour workshop that I do, and I implement pieces of it in every week, every webinar that we do. So this is definitely something that you're going to want to see. You can actually get this for free on my homepage. Scroll to the bottom. I was interviewed by Vanessa Simpkins, a business coach, and I share my entire signature talk on that webinar. So you guys can go after this and watch it for free. I also do a signature talk on the most important ingredient for your child's success, emotional intelligence. Guys, there are adults out there who still haven't tapped into emotional intelligence. This is probably the best thing that we can do for our youth is talk about emotional intelligence. Basically, that is, recognizing other people's emotions and our own emotions and being able to choose a choose a reaction to their emotions, okay, and our emotions. I still have points in my life where I'm like, I don't know what that feeling is. I don't know what to do with it. How do I do with this? How do I deal with this properly? So emotional intelligence is key. I also do emotional intelligence in, oh, I took it out, in corporations. But I'm focusing more on the Empowering Kids program and more on the Invest in Yourself course currently. I also do workshops. I've done workshops in Pungassi, Fisher River, locally, spoken high schools as a Manitoba mentor. Because I'm Aboriginal, I share with other Aboriginal youth how to become a successful entrepreneur, exactly how to do it. Now, like I said earlier, money is a tool. This is what money is a tool for me, that I can be with my children. I love to travel. I travel the world as much as I possibly can with these kids. It's called world schooling. I love to homeschool. I love to unschool. Here I am teaching my kids how to release intentions and create new intentions. And, it's paper burning to the full moon and so on and so forth. Here I'm having lunch, with my son during the day because we can, right? Here I am taking my daughter on a mother-daughter day. This is, last week I went into depth about it, but this is really key for me. I was a teen mom. And it was years before I could afford anything for her. So when I'm able to take her out on mother-daughter days and not stress about it, and not have it be like, oh my gosh, I just spent my vacation money for the year. That is freaking powerful. So, and it's nice. It creates a bond, and it's something every parent wants to do. So that's why creating financial abundance in my life and balance is so freaking dear to me. Okay, there, one more picture of me and my loved ones on Mother's Day. I love having them snuggle up in bed. That was another thing that I shared with you guys last week. Like, money's a tool. I was able to buy a king size bed because attachment parenting is really important to me. It's like, if you guys want to sleep with me, now I have the room for you guys to sleep with me, and I can actually get a decent sleep as well. So that's why I bought a king size bed. So these guys can snuggle up in bed with me whenever they want. Now, I'm just going to switch back over to you. I'm going to switch back over to you. What do we got here? Can 16-year-olds attend the nature camp? Yeah, well, the nature camp is between 6 and 12. But we are, like, I host field trips as well. So we had schools come in. But the teen nature camp thing is definitely something that Tracy and I want to do. We want to actually do something a little bit deeper than that, like actual overnight stays and things like that, like really tapping into a lot of inner resistance and things like that with teen. So I'll keep you posted on that, Sophia. Now, today we're going to be talking about all these wonderful, successful things that successful entrepreneurs do. And before I go on, I just want to make sure that there are no questions. And if there are, pop them in. I will answer them. If not, I'm going to get right back to the training because I'm going to do a lot of talking today. A lot of talking. Now, like I say every single week, I'm even going to take a deep breath and ground myself a little bit. 90% of success is showing up. 90% of success is showing up because you never know what you're going to hear. You never know what you're going to take away, okay? That is going to benefit your day, your life, your relationships, your business, you name it. So I'm going to invite you guys to just take a couple deep breaths, drop your shoulders, and really be present. Turn off your phones. I'm not turning off my phone, but you guys need to turn off your phone because sometimes people listening on the webinar or listening via YouTube stream, they message me in and I always want to answer their questions. However, I invite you guys to turn your cell phones off, really be present, go into a quiet room, and just be here to receive all this information, okay? You're here for a reason. You keep coming back for a reason. So let's just receive all the information that I put together for you today. And I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more than what I just put on the slides. So be present with me, ask your questions. I really invite you guys to ask your questions, okay? People pay a lot of money to get coaching and business strategies and things like that. But today, once a week, guys, you get it for free. My business coach does something similar like this. I show up to her webinars still. And I'm just like, ask my questions as much as I can. Because I know that I'm going to get she's going to answer me. And I can ask whatever the hell I want. Same for you guys. Ask whatever you guys want. And if you're just showing up to the webinar, pop your name in. Let me know who you are, where you're from, so I can welcome you as well. Now I'm going to go back on over, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to chat. So make sure you ask your questions, all right? I love you, and here I go. Takes so long. Okay. Oh, there I am again. Okay. So secrets for every successful successful entrepreneurs. Okay. Number one secret, write this down. I know you guys have heard it before, but let's get really into it. Consistency. Consistency is key. Okay. Consistency is the building block of trust for your potential clients. All right. Consistency. My name is Consistency. I'm related to success. We should hang out more than every once in a while, okay? Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Now, let me just see what I got next here. Trust, okay? So we're going to talk about consistency and trust. All right? Consistency, okay, this is my belief. Consistency is the single best way to build a relationship with your future clients, right? So let's talk about that for a minute. I'm just going to come back over here. Okay, consistency and trust. Consistency really speaks to integrity as well, okay? So pop into the chat box. What kind of business are we talking about here? What kind of business are you running? Me, I'm doing pretty much business coaching, mindset business coaching, in order to basically, in my program, I share with you guys step by step exactly what I did, how I marketed, how I created my program, and I show you guys exactly how to do it. Basically, hold your hand, walk you through the process, make it happen, and then you guys, it is your job to be consistent, okay? To get out there, to be visible, to show everybody out there who's watching and who's listening that you're dependable. They can depend on you, okay? True or true. Every single Thursday morning at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, can you depend and trust that I'm going to be on this webinar every Thursday morning? Right? If I was inconsistent, you probably subconsciously wouldn't trust me as much. Am I right? So yes, pop into the chat box. What is your business? How are you being consistent? And how are you building trust with your potential clients? Don't be quiet. I invite you to really be present. Let's do this today. I'm going to give you a minute while I take a sip of my coffee. So a few of my clients, I took this training a little while ago, And it was all about marketing your business, doing like a 30-day, I know I have glare on my glasses, doing a 30-day video challenge to market your business. Now, the purpose of the 30-day video challenge is to get your face out there. If you have a product or a service and people don't know what's out there, how the hell are they going to buy from you, right? So this 30-day video challenge, which I've done, is getting these videos that are between 30 seconds and 2 minutes out so people can see you and they know what it is that you're doing. Morgan, wellness consulting and coaching, connecting to nature, reconnecting to nature. Love it. Love that idea. Morgan's actually going to be one of the speakers this year at the Empowering at Sage Hill Stables, and she's going to be talking all about nature deficiency in Manitoba. Amazing. Can't wait for that. And I love that. So you have a consulting and coaching business, and it helps people reconnect to nature, and it helps people deal with their anxiety or depression and things like that naturally, rather using, if I remember correctly, using their prescription, that's their prescription, right? And non-pharmaceutical. Yeah. Morgan says, I need to get back on the video challenge thingy. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're consistent, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe 4 days a week, whatever, take the weekend off. Maybe you want to go, I was going to say balls out, but I said it anyway. If you want to go really skyrocket, you're going to do 30 days in a row, weekends as well. Okay, it only takes a couple minutes. Now here's the secret. You guys do a little bit of, you do the video, you don't correct your grammar, you don't do a bunch of retakes, you just do one simple little video. So for instance, hey guys, my name is Tanya Clarke-Marinelli. Hop on over to investinyourselfcourse.com and get your free and then give them something, give them a tip. Okay, this spiritual universal law is you always got to give before you get. Always be giving. It raises your vibration. It raises your vibration. So give powerful content. Okay, so if you're going to do a 30-day video challenge, then come up with 30 things, 30 tips, 30 amazing things that people are really going to utilize. And share one each and every day, but make sure that it's short, right? Between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. Once in a while, if you're doing an actual training, then you can extend the video. But here's the thing. My client, like some clients, experience a little bit of resistance around that. And this is why, because you're being visible. Everybody experiences fear around visibility, okay? But this 30-day video challenge is really going to kick your butt and help you get past the inner blocks that come along with being visible. Okay? Funny story. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I actually chatted with another person about this yesterday as well. So you guys may not know this, but I'll just share it with you today. I'll just throw myself under the bus. But I sing and I play guitar. And I've done it my entire life. And I probably 2-3 years ago is when I allowed people to know that about me. People tell me, yeah, you're good, Tanya, you're good. Still don't believe them. Still scared. So just over a year ago, I go and I sing in front of, at a little open mic thing. Congratulations, you're wonderful, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Still don't believe him. I actually felt shittier about myself after I did it. And then my girlfriend asked me to sing at her wedding. Sang at her wedding, a lot of compliments, still don't believe him. So I go ahead and I do it again. My girlfriend just turned 40 and she asked me to sing at an open mic. And it turns out that I got even more positive feedback. Like my tab was picked up. Part of my tab was picked up. And so on and so forth. And I was like, should I believe them? You know? And the point is that, you know, it all depends on what you believe, right? What you believe. But if you keep getting out there, you keep getting out there, you keep getting out there, you're going to eventually see that, hey, there might be something to this, right? Same thing happened when I began public speaking, did it for about a year. People were like, whoa, it's amazing, blah, 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 blah. You know, just the way I deliver, it's authentic, which I love being authentic, but it took forever for me to really believe that and then harness it, right? And really use it to my benefit. And I see that with so many of my clients as well. It's a real fear. It's a real fear to be visible. So that is why this book is I'm giving this book to somebody today, because the fear is real. It doesn't mean that we have to listen to it, but it is real. And that video challenge is going to be the fastest way that you guys are going to overcome it. Okay. So within 30 days, just imagine this. 30 days of 60-second videos. In that 60 seconds, you tell people your website, where to go, deliver valuable content, and then make a call to action. 30 days of this. You're going to create trust with the people who are watching you. And trust me, people are watching you and you have no idea that they're watching you. Okay. There was, I don't know how many people who liked my post on happy birthday to my son. And I didn't even know they were on my Facebook. People are watching you. Okay. You're going to create consistency. You're going to create dependability. People are going to be able to depend on that. You're going to make an impact because you're giving valuable information. Okay. And then you're making a call to action. You're telling people, hey, if you like what you see, hop on over to my website or connect with me here or blah, 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 blah. Get some more free content. Okay. That is something that every successful entrepreneur does. Guess what? Social media is huge. Okay. If you have a spiritually based business that you work out of your home, whatever the case is, you are self-employed and it's spiritually based, social media is your place to be because people are looking for what you have and you're going to attract that. Okay. Any questions, comments? Morgan, boom. So I want to see, Morgan, I would love to see 30 videos of, hey, if you feeling depressed, whatever the case is, did you know that? And then give them like a useful tip and then offer them a solution of some sort, offer them a tool, right? Zafia, I had the same experience with her being funny. Yes, absolutely. We chatted about that. And it's true, right? Like people for years are saying, you're freaking hilarious. You are so funny. You walk into a room, you raise the vibration, but you don't, you're doubting yourself. Well, there comes a time where it's like, all right, if I believe this, I'm going to do something with it, right? Agree with me or disagree with me? Now, I wanted to read something out of this book. Do you want to hear something? Okay. So if someone is questioning their ability and what it is that they're meant to do, chances are they're meant to do it. Isn't that cool? That's directly from this book. Okay. So if you're sitting there and you're just like, oh, I want to be a consultant. I want to be a public speaker. I want to blah, 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 blah. And you constantly questioning yourself and trying to be better, chances are you're meant to do that. Just like this guy. Am I really a writer? Am I really good enough? Am I really good enough? Chances are you are. So just absorb that for a minute. I'm going to go back on over here. Sophia, so cool. Okay. Now, okay, so here's the thing. Consistency is the single best way to create a relationship and trust. I love it, absolutely. So I'm going to ask you guys these questions. How are you being consistent in your life? Okay, what are your daily rituals? Participate here. I want to hear it, okay? I'm going to give you some suggestions as well. So what are your daily rituals? What are the phrases that you use each and every day? This was brought to my attention yesterday. You know who you are, and I said I'm going to talk about it today. The phrases that you use. Thoughts. What are the thoughts that you have when you wake up in the morning and you go to bed at night? Okay, let's talk about this before we move on to your rituals in business, because your rituals in your life are directly related to your rituals and beliefs in your business. So what are the rituals that you guys have on a daily basis? Here are some rituals that I have every single day. When my alarm goes off at whatever time, could be 4:30, could be 6:30, depending on the day. When my alarm goes off, I'm like, ugh. Scares the crap out of me every freaking morning. I hate it. But as soon as that first thought enters my mind, I've trained myself to switch it and create a thought. Half-hour meditation, Monica. Awesome. Perfect. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I switch my thought from, it could be whatever I'm thinking about. Maybe I'm experiencing challenges in my life, relationships problems, parenting problems, financial problems, whatever it is. You wake up first thing in the morning, and then I'm like, nope. All I do before I can even think of what I want to think about is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys could hear what I said in my mind, you'd laugh your heads off. But it's constantly like, thank you for the alarm, thank you for my child next to me, thank you for my warm bed. And then maybe sometimes I'll press snooze, but I've changed my snooze from 10 minutes to 5 minutes, so I'll let myself press snooze. And then, oh, thank you for that extra 5 minutes. So I literally have trained myself over the years that the very first thing that I do is thank you, thank you, thank you, and so on and so forth. Every successful entrepreneur out there has morning rituals, okay? And every not successful entrepreneur out there has morning rituals. But the key is to have rituals that are going to serve you, your life, and your business. Half-hour meditation every single morning is an amazing ritual. So my invitation to you guys is, what are the thoughts that you're thinking as soon as you wake up in the morning? If you're not aware, take the next couple days and make note of them. And then train yourself to change your thoughts. Okay, what does Wayne Dyer say? Change your thoughts, change your life. Well, train yourself to change your thoughts. Okay, hold on here. I'm just going to make a note for later. Wayne Dyer, I have another story. So, holy crap, it's almost 10 after 12 already. I better get going through this. Okay, so change your thoughts, change your life. Absolutely freaking true to the depth of everything, every situation. What are the phrases that you use? Here's something that I heard yesterday, and I used to really coach on a lot because I started out in strictly mindset and empowerment. Now it's shifted to business, right? So phrases that you use. Do you use phrases like, I can't afford it, I don't have time? Those two are really sitting with me right now, so let's focus on those two. Tell me, do you or do you not have phrases that you use, I can't afford it, or I don't have the time? Or it's just not meant for me. If it comes hard, it must just not be meant for me. If you do, I invite you to switch those thoughts to, how can I afford it? How can I make the time? How can I make this happen? Little story. Back when I started Toastmasters about 3 months ago, it begins at 6:59 a.m. I have a child to get to school. Actually, at this time, both of my kids were in programs. So they needed to get there for chapel at 9 o'clock. I have something on my screen here. And I'm like, I can't, my first reaction was, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have kids, and then I got to get them to their programs. I can't do it. I already made the decision. Do you get that? I made the decision that I couldn't do it. I'm a single parent. I got to do this. Monday to Friday, my deal. And then I said, no, let's put this to the test. How can I do it? How can I make it happen? I want it that bad. I want to go there because it scares the crap out of me. I want to improve my speaking. I want to surround myself with more like-minded people. So how can I make this happen? God, divinity, universe, how can I make this happen? Sat on it for a couple days. I'm like, oh my gosh, how bad do I want it? I want it bad enough that every Thursday morning, I'm going to give my daughter, who doesn't live with me, she has her own place. She's going to be 21. $20. I said, Sierra, I'll give you $20. Throw in your gas tank. Come on over, have breakfast with your brothers, and take them to their program in the morning. She's like, all right. And I was like, how the hell did that just happen? You know what I mean? And then it turned out that she couldn't make it a few times. And I'm like, how am I going to make this happen? Because I don't want to miss one morning. Another beautiful person shows up in my life that are like, yeah, I can do it. This works for me. Do. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? But if I would have stuck with, I've already decided that it's not going to work, and I'm not even going to ask for answers and information, because God, source, divinity knows so much more than we do, not even in our consciousness, nowhere, not even in our subconscious. We open up and we receive signals, we receive information. Okay. Zafia, what Toastmasters club do you go to? Yeah, peak performers. It's amazing too. And so I invite you to, instead of saying I can't afford it, say, how can I afford it? How can I afford it? Because when you say you can't afford it, you've made that decision. You've shut your brain off. You've shut your connection off to source God. And you've made the decision that it's not going to happen because I can't afford it. Okay. So open yourself up to asking questions like, how can I make this happen? How can I afford it? How can I afford it, God? And allow those answers to come to you and start talking about it. The more you talk about it, the more you attract it. Okay. So the more you talk about not being able to do it, the more you're going to attract that. The more you talk about wanting to do it, the more you're going to attract it. Okay, so phrases you use is critical and key. So everything that's going on here in your head, every successful entrepreneur knows the importance of your thought process. Okay, and the importance of your thought process and creating and reprogramming your brain. Number one is possible. I teach it in my program, neuroplasticity. And they put it into practice. So before you go to bed, journaling is key. You write down your to-do list for the next day before you go to bed. And then when you're asleep, your subconscious will sometimes solve some of those things on your to-do list. When you wake up in the morning, bang, you have the answers. You've downloaded the information. This happens so often. That is how our brains work. That's how our bodies work. We are magnetic beings, you guys. So if you are a spiritual entrepreneur, you need to tap into the belief and knowing that you are a magnetic being. What you think of, more so what you feel, is what you're bringing into your life. And those key phrases are programming your brain and your subconscious to believe what it is that you're saying. Okay, think about it. How many years have you been saying, I can't afford it? How many years have you been saying, I don't have the time to do this? It's just not meant for me right now. Whatever the case is. Okay, that is a core belief now. So those are just some of the rituals and beliefs and things that people say over and over and over again who are successful beings, okay? Go look at like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is crazy. But that's why he's so successful. His morning rituals are hop into this freezing cold, whatever it is, and then jump into a nice warm, because then it like shocks your system and gets it back in. And you know, if he can handle that, he can handle anything. And then it's an hour of power, right? You go on those gratitude walks. So you go outside in nature, my dear Morgan, and you go on a gratitude walk. That's just something that might be really useful for your program. And on that walk with your loved ones, including animals, you look around and you just talk about, you know, deep breathe in all these wonderful things that you're so freaking grateful for. And you talk about everything that you want to create in your life. Okay. And you talk about it over and over and over again until it becomes a belief and a knowing that this is what's happening in my life. Okay. I'm just going to hop on over to, if it lets me. It's not letting me right now. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. I'm like, oh my God. There's just a couple more screens that I want to share with you. So being consistent in your life, okay? So, oops, wrong screen. How are you being consistent in your business? So how often are you being seen? Do you show up? Can people depend on you? We talked about this. That's a key example is the 30-day video challenge. So what are you doing to give? So spiritual law is always giving before you get. So how are you showing up every single day and giving back? How are you doing that? How do people see you? How can people connect with you? Can people depend on you? Or do you say, hey, I'm going to do this every week and then do it for 10 days and, drop off the grid, right? So that's the importance of really being consistent. Consistency is probably the most freaking important thing that you can do in your business. Here's why. Here's one more reason why. Oh, we talked about rituals. I'm going to hop on over and I'm going to tell you. Here's what happens with your morning rituals, with your evening rituals, with your daily rituals. You create momentum, okay? So think of it like this. The things that you do on a daily basis, those little things that you do that nobody sees, that is the engine that is creating your momentum, that is going to keep that momentum going, okay? Those little things. So you could say, how the hell did she do that? She just comes out of nowhere and then now she's successful, whatever the case is. And it's like, no, man, she's been working for a long time, creating a momentum. And now that momentum is carrying her through, okay? That momentum is just freaking throwing her, propelling her. So consistency creates habit. Get into those habits. That includes thought habits. That includes daily habits. Get into those habits because those are going to create the momentum that are going to carry you over into extreme success. And then learn new habits and more habits. Implement more. Implement more. If you're a spiritual entrepreneur, you are a lifetime learner, period. You just are, right? Morgan says, hour of power, got it, wrote it down. It's going in the program. It's got to go in the program. Absolutely. So he's got like 15 minutes of power or an hour of power, but the gratitude walk is freaking key. Been there, done that. So important. So what my morning ritual used to be and will be again, I've been experiencing some challenges and repositioning things in my life, was I get up, my alarm goes off at 4:45, something like that. Get up, did my journaling, did a little meditation, like a visualization, really to program my mind. I would read, I don't have it in front of me, but I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago, I would read my ideal client manifestation sheet. I am so happy and grateful now. I am so excited that my ideal client create my ideal clients every single morning in the mirror, hand over my heart. I would do that, go to the gym, work my butt off, get home, have coffee, and feel the most amazing I've ever felt. Okay? That was my morning ritual. And almost every successful entrepreneur out there is absolutely physically healthy in some way. They exercise, they love their bodies, they honor their bodies, and they, and it has nothing to do with how you look. It's just a matter of being healthy, okay, and caring about your body. So that's really, really important. Now, what we talked about today, I'm going to recap, okay? Successful secrets that six-figure entrepreneurs have, and they are being consistent, okay? They're never going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a weekly newsletter and then 1 week miss out. I remember when I first started the Law of Attraction, I would follow this Law of Attraction expert. Every Monday morning, she would release you probably know her. Who is she? What's her name? Christy Whitman. And she was Canadian. I love Canadians. And she would release every Monday morning this show. And every Monday morning I was like, I can't wait to see it. I depended on that. And then I guess she shifted or something, because one Monday she didn't have it, and then I couldn't find it, and whatever the case was, and I was like, damn it. And I think she shifted into something else though, and I just kind of missed that. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you say you're going to be here every Thursday, if you say that you're going to do this for 30 days, whatever you say that you're going to do it. Follow through. You need to be consistent. People got to depend on you. It's the integrity in it, okay? And they need to know that, I'm going to say it again, but they need to know that they can depend on you. Okay, so however you decide to do it. Again, another one is you got to give back. Always give before you get. You need to get, you can't just meet somebody and go, I got this program. You need to buy it. You need to create a relationship with them. And more cases than not, it's an online program. You're creating a relationship online, right? You're creating a virtual relationship with people. So be consistent virtually. Be there for them. And by being consistent, that is how you create those relationships. And I totally lost my thought. And the morning rituals. Are you guys journaling every night? Because when you journal every night, that is what you fall asleep thinking. And whatever you fall asleep thinking, you wake up thinking. Okay, that really helps in the programming of things. What are your other morning rituals? What are the phrases that you use? Okay, I don't use the word hate. I don't use certain words in my vocabulary anymore because they do carry vibration. Okay, who are the 5 people that you're spending the most time with? Trust me, successful people out there are very picky and choosy with who they spend time with and who they surround their energy with, okay? Because you can take on other people's energy, and that's going to influence your frequency, right? What you want to create and attract in your life. So who are those 5 people that you surround yourself with? And who are those 5 people that you want to surround yourself with? Back in the day, I did this process, and I chose 5 people who I want to surround myself with. Not only did I surround myself with them, but I kind of was like, whoop, I got to choose another 5 people I want to surround myself with, because then you reach a new level, right? And those people who I once decided, these are the people that I want to learn from, they're kind of like, I want to surround myself with you. So it's really, really cool. You make these conscious decisions and you be very picky and choosy with who you spend your time with. I've kind of revamped my entire, not revamped, but found that, people who weren't resonating with me anymore kind of left. And then people who I am resonating with, who I'm on the same frequency with, I'm getting closer to and spending more time with. And it's just so inspiring. So those are all really key things that a lot of people do. Now, here's one more tip that I'm going to share with you guys, and that is not giving a shit what people think. Okay? I'm just going to say it straight up. Don't give a shit what people think. Now, in their one life area of mine, I'm still working on that. But when it comes to my business, it took me a very long time to go, this is what I do. This is my face. If you don't like it, unfollow me. But the people who are meant to see me and work with me, they're going to find me and they're going to benefit. And that's what I had to hold myself onto, okay? So this one little story from Wayne Dyer was that he, I think he was in a university class, and his professor said, okay, there's a black tie event. It's a fundraiser. It's a very prestigious fundraiser. Everybody is required to wear a suit and tie and shoes and whatever the case is. And this one gentleman, he leaves to go to this prestigious function in runners, shorts, and a t-shirt and a hat. What was he thinking? He leaves the room for 15 minutes, comes back. When he asks the class, that was their essay, right? When he asked the class, what was he thinking? He got responses like, he basically wanted to prove a point. He can be who he is. He wants people to know that he can be who he is. You know. And he got pissed off at the class, and he's like, y'all fail. Y'all fail. You didn't hear a word that I said. And then after he calms down, he looks at the class and he says, he didn't even notice. And that was like, that was like so profound, because he's not purposely being who he is, you know, to spite anybody. He's being who he is. He doesn't even notice. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't even notice. Nobody else is on that same frequency. If somebody doesn't agree with them, if somebody, you know, wants to criticize him, whatever the case is, he doesn't even. They are here and he's over here, and he doesn't even notice them. He's just out and about. And I thought to myself, wow, that is my goal. My goal is to be so freaking authentic that I don't even know that I'm being authentic. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just who I am. I just want to be me. And I tell you what, it releases so much resistance around your business because you have so much fear about being visible. But fact, you guys need to be visible in order to sell whatever coaching, business, professional speaking business, motivational business, whatever the case is. People need to see you, they need to know, and they need to hear you. And you need to position yourself as the expert. You need to put yourself in a place of knowing and certainty, because that's what people need. Okay, they need that to inspire them. And I know that each and every one of you guys on the webinar today are very inspiring. So I want you to get to the place where you can be that authentic, that bold, that you can stand out and make statements like that and inspire others as well, because that's where the success comes in. So before I leave you, Zafia, what do you do with family members? Amazing question. The same freaking thing. The same thing. Monica, love it. Zafia, I'm so glad that you love that story. It just like popped in. I had to share it. Let me just share my program with you guys. Let me share my program with you guys. I love these webinars, and you're going to hear me say it every single week, but I really absolutely do. Present to everyone. So my program, Shift Your Money Mindset to Create the Freedom That You Guys Deserve Today, Invest in Yourself course. It is designed to find out where you are in life. And guys, we talk about life areas that you've never even thought of. Where you are in life, where you want to be, and exactly how to get there. Okay, 9 modules. Where you're at, mastering habit, fear, ego, resistance, universal or spiritual laws, getting radically honest, basically tapping into that subconscious and getting familiar with what's blocking you from achieving success in whatever area you want. Here, we specifically talk about generating income, in doing what it is that you love. Talk about feminine and masculine energy. Those are key. Okay, those are very, very important to be very familiar with. Money mindset, creating your online business, okay, from A to Z, and time management, because we all need that. You guys are on the fence about the program. You guys want to sign up for the program, investinyourselfcourse.com. Hop on over there. I'll just put that into the chat box one more time. Morgan says, my dad isn't totally on board with my new company idea, but I'm just going to be me, do it anyways, and prove to him how great an idea it is. Absolutely. You know, modeling success is huge, and it's really big in my life. And that's exactly what I hear you saying, is basically, I'm just going to do what it is that I'm passionate about, and then you're just going to inspire people just by being you. All you have to do is be you, follow your desires, follow what your calling is, honoring it, and people around you are going to go, what is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? If she can do it, maybe that's enough to get somebody else to do it, right? I was on a call with somebody the other day, and belief in oneself is really big, right? And I said to them, I want you to tell me 5 names of 5 people who you inspire on a daily basis just by being you, right? Just by being you. And it's true. It might be hard at first, but once you label them, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to be anybody but who I am, and look at the people I inspire. Morgan, he doesn't know it yet, but he's my first client. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, Chicky. Zafia, the more I am me, the more cool people known in this community come to my life. That's the thing. Same with me, my dear. Same with me. I experienced the same thing. The more I was who I am, and the less I tried to be who my, say, who I thought I should be for my extended family or for my existing friends, you know, things didn't ever work out. But the more I was me, just for me, I was like, holy shit, look at that person. Look at that person. Look at that amazing person. And especially in your business. So practice it in your life this upcoming week, and then begin to practice it in your business. Have an authentically based business. I should write that down. That's cool. Have an authentically based business. And when you're authentic, you might piss people off, but you're definitely going to bring in the people that on a cellular level, that's a quote from Natalie, on a cellular level are going to connect with you. And that is the key to success. Okay. And one more thing I'm going to share with you guys. Money is simply energy. Money is simply energy. If you felt any energy today, if you feel energy by doing what it is that you want to do, associate that energy with money, okay? Because all it is like, here's my energy. I want some of your energy. People are going to do it, okay? Zafia, I was told in the morning, think loving thoughts about people who still challenge you. Absolutely. I have a process in my program. It's called gratitude points. It basically, without the other person knowing, you can shift the entire relationship without them even knowing. And it's actually really cool. Maybe that's something that we can talk about next week. I can take you guys through that process, because I always have that question come up. Yeah, but what do I do with family? Yeah, but what do I do with family? You know, talking about healthy boundaries. I was talking about that this morning on the radio show too, healthy boundaries, even in your business, saying no to who is not your ideal client and saying yes only to those who are. So without further ado, you guys, yourselfcourse.com. Go there. only one, www. Apply for your free call with me. Find out if this program is right for you. I love you all. I am inspired each and every week by all of you guys who show up. I love that you participate. You guys are showing up. You guys are opening yourself up to success. Love it, love it, love it. Proud of each and every one of you guys. So until next week, what? I almost forgot to give this book away. Okay. The first one to tell me 3 successful habits that 3 habits that successful entrepreneurs have, I will mail this book to you. 3 habits that successful entrepreneurs have that help them in generating a 6-figure income. I will gift you and send you this book to your door. Who's it gonna be? I'll give you a minute. I will give you a minute. I wonder who's all on. I can see you guys on. Just don't know who you are. Consistency, gratitude, list of things that I want to do tomorrow, written in the evening. Absolutely. Boom, Sophia. Good job. What the heck happened here? Good job. So inbox me your address and I will mail this to your door today. And I will fix my hair. And then I'm going to wish you guys an amazing day. I'm off to celebrate Morgan, healthy morning routine, consistency, being yourself, love what you do. Those are all amazing. Thanks for chiming in, Chicky. I'm gonna go celebrate my son's 10th birthday. That my baby is in double digits. That means he's not quite a baby anymore, is he? So I love you all. I wish you a great day, and thanks again. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, hop on my Facebook page, talk to me over there. Love y'all. Okay, bye. Have an amazing day.